August in 1966 at Omugulu, Wambashe. Now, over the course of the next 4 hours or so, we bring you conversations and insights on this historical day with special focus and emphasis on the role of the Zambezi region during Namibia's liberation struggle. To help us with this, we will be joined, that is, by the Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Matia Fellis, to talk to us as to how the preparations went for this year's commemoration. We'll also be joined by historian Dr. Elliot Moa, who will focus and emphasize on the role of the Zambezi region during Namibia's liberation struggle. We'll also be joined by Dr. Richard Chabi Kamwi. He will share his thoughts on the meaning of Heroes Day and the importance of remembrance, and why the commemoration in Katima Mulilo is not just historic, but deeply personal, as he is a veteran of the liberation movement, a former Minister of Health, and a son of the Zambezi region. Now, as is customary, today we'll also see several military activities and proceedings on display. And to help us understand the significance of these activities, we will be joined by Colonel Petrus Chilumbu, who is the head of public relations at the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs. Now, a full program has been set for today and will be officiated by the head of state, Her Excellency President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwa. As you can see on the screens there, we are coming to you live from the Katima Mulilo Sports Complex. Everybody has gathered in, and earlier on we saw the arrival of many dignitaries, deputy ministers, cabinet ministers, and also members of the public making their way as we commemorate Heroes Day. But right now, as with every national event of this magnitude, careful planning and coordination are at the heart of its success. Now, ensuring that the commemoration not only pays tribute to our fallen heroes, but also reflects the pride of the Namibian people. We're now joined by the Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Matia Fellis, who also serves as the government spokesperson, and she now joins me to share more on the significance of Heroes Day. Honorable Minister, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Tapewa, and also all the viewers and listeners who are joining us virtually here at the Katima Mulilo Sports Complex.
All right. First things first, Minister, how would you describe the national significance of Heroes Day to Namibians across the country?
Well, the significance of virtually here at the Katima Mulilo Sports
where we
Complex.
come from as a
nation.
First things first, Minister, how would you describe the national significance of Heroes Day to Namibians
took many
across the country?
years. And because many Namibians sacrificed their lives, their livelihoods, their youth, their family lives to liberate all of us. It requires us to celebrate and commemorate their sacrifice. And by doing so, we are paying homage and we are saluting what they gave to us forever. Because as His Excellency President Nyoma said at independence, and may his soul rest in peace, he said Namibia will be forever free. And we are forever free because of the sacrifices of our heroes and heroines that sacrificed their lives for us. And this is why 26 August is very, very important to pay homage to those heroes and heroines.
Yeah. Kindly just walk us through the national preparations and coordination efforts that have gone into making this year's Heroes Day a success.
Well, it was decided at Cabinet that this year Katima Mulilo will host Heroes Day. And this requires a coordinated effort across all government agencies.
Intend to ensure that the youth of Namibia remains connected to the legacy of our heroes.
Well, for example, at the Ministry of ICT, with support of agencies like NBC, New Era, and NAMCA, we try as much as possible to cover stories of the veterans who are still alive today, because there are so many stories still untold, and we try our very best to ensure we have documentaries and interviews to capture our heroes and heroines while they're still with us. But beyond that, a commemoration like this, of this nature, reminds all of us that there are people who sacrificed for us to be here, and that for us, we must pay homage when necessary. So it might look like it's only a one-day event, it's a public holiday,
Yes.
but it holds significance because it allows us to pause. We pause to reflect and to pay special attention to the heroes and heroines that gave us what we have today. So I'm very happy that I see the crowd is here. There's a lot of engagement online for those across the country who cannot attend this main one. But we also see a lot that, for example, now that the official event is being held in Katima,
Yes.
other regions would have belated Heroes Day events as well, so that they bring it closer to their respective regions and constituencies. So that's how really we are able to ensure that young people and all Namibians alike, young and old, appreciate the commemoration of such a significant day in our yearly calendar.
Yes. Well, Minister, perhaps before we let you go, what is your message to Namibians as they prepare to join in Heroes Day commemoration this Tuesday in the Zambezi region? What is your message to Namibians as they prepare to commemorate Heroes Day today?
My message to all Namibians today is that the theme is talking about what we've built in terms of the legacy, and binding and looking towards a prosperous future for Namibians. Everything in the past holds significance in that it allows us to be present in where we are today and where we look to for the future. As we work in unity as a nation, as we embrace our diversity, as we look at our economy and look at how we want to build this country in terms of our development, let us reflect on the legacy of those that have gone before us, our heroes and heroines. And as we are engaging as public figures, as private figures, let us ensure that we are able to reflect on those sacrifices and to do what's best for Namibia at all times. So I wish all Namibians from all walks of life a Heroes Day. Let us celebrate but also commemorate the sacrifices of our heroes and heroines of the past, of the day, and of the future. Because every Namibian is brave, And that is why we are called Land of the Brave.
That's right. Well, Minister, thank you so much for making time to talk to us, and all the best as we commemorate Heroes Day today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. That was Honorable Emma Teofeles, who is the Minister of Information and Communication Technology, joining us this morning, coming all the way from the Katima Mulilo Sports Complex as we commemorate the 35th Heroes Day right here in the Zambezi region. Now, just to walk you through the program for the day, the gates opened exactly at 6 o'clock this morning, where we saw the arrival of the public and the media. We also saw the arrival of the invited guests, as well as the traditional leaders, the veterans of the liberation struggle, the local and regional authority councillors, the mayors, and we also saw the arrival of Honorable Matengu Simushi, the chairperson of the Zambezi Regional Council. We also saw the arrival of the regional governors, as well as the arrival of Honorable Dorothy Kavula, who is the governor of the Zambezi region. We also saw the arrival of the members of the diplomatic corps, arrival of service chiefs, arrival of executive directors, and also the arrival of Ambassador Emilia Mkusa, who is the secretary to the cabinet. We also saw the arrival of the members of parliament, the deputy ministers, arrival of the cabinet ministers, and as exactly 10 o'clock, we are looking forward to the arrival of Emmanuel Nashinga, who is a member of
Yes,
parliament
yes.
and the leader of the official opposition party in the National Assembly, and also looking
Can you
forward to the
can you
arrival of
please
Fatia Shaningwa,
hold on
who
a
is the
little bit?
Secretary General of the SWAPO
You must
party.
keep your eyes
Looking
here.
forward to the arrival of
If
Natango
we want the
Ifete,
mic,
the Deputy
please
Prime Minister and
make it
Minister of
available.
Industries, Mines and Energy, and
Are
also
we together
Madame
there?
Ifete. Also the arrival of Honorable Lucas
Yeah.
Sinimbo Muha, the chairperson of the National Council. We saw him on our screens earlier. We're also looking forward to the arrival of Lucas Sinimbo Muha, the chairperson of the
Some of our
National
leaders
Council,
here,
the arrival of His Lordship Peter
we have
Shivute, Chief
received
Justice and Judge Shivute, and we're also looking forward to
the
the arrival of
Honorable
Honorable Dr. Sarah
Speaker
Kurondela Amadila, who is the Speaker of
of
the
the
National
National
Assembly,
Assembly, Dr.
and
Sarah
also Mr.
Ramadila.
Amadila. Also looking forward to the arrival
We have
of
received
Dr. Elijah Ngorare, who is the Prime
the
Minister,
Honorable,
and also Madam Ngorare.
the
And we will
Honorable
see the
Natango
parade march
Ithete,
on, and also
Deputy
look
Prime
forward to the
Minister.
arrival of Her Excellency Lucia
We have
Futboy, who
received
is the Vice President of the
Honorable
Republic of Namibia, and also
Lucas
the arrival of Her
Moha
Excellency Dr.
Chinimbo,
Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, the President of the Republic
Chairperson
of
or
Namibia,
Chairman
and also Commander-in-Chief
of the National
of the
Council.
Namibian Defense
There are
Force,
many other
and also
leaders
looking
that
forward
have arrived,
um, to
but
her
I will
arrival with
continue to
Lieutenant
inform
General
you
retired
those
Ndaitwah, the
that
first
have arrived
gentleman of the
and
Republic
those who are
of
going to be arrived
Namibia.
soon. But
Now,
please,
the
let's
national
coordinate
anthem and the AU
so that we
anthems
do
will
not
be sung
have to struggle
concurrently
to
with the
get the mic.
21 gun salute,
Thank you.
and
You
there'll
may
be an
proceed.
inspection of the parade. The parade will march and pass off. Her Excellency the President is expected to take her seat then. We will see a scripture reading and prayer by Pastor Elias Tembwe from the Seventh Day Adventist Church, remarks by the Director of Ceremony, that is Honorable Franz Kapofi, the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs. We'll also see the welcoming remarks by Dorothy Kavula, who is the Governor of the Zambezi region. And then a performance by the Ndilimani Cultural Troupe. An introduction by the keynote speaker will be done by Her Excellency Lucia Futboy, the Vice President of the Republic of Namibia. And Her Excellency the President is expected to take her position. And after that, we will have a minute of silence and also the last post concurrently with a lowering of the flags. And then the flags will also be hoisted back. And after that, the keynote address by Her Excellency Dr. Netumbo
Please give me
Nandi-Ndaitwah, who
one
is the
shot. Quick,
President
quick,
of the
quick.
Republic of Namibia. Now,
Time
Her
is running out.
Excellency the President will take her
One
seat
shot,
after,
please.
and we'll see a choreographic performance, and then of course a performance by the different cultural groups that we do have here, coming to you live from the Katima Mulilo Sports Stadium. And we'll also see a performance by the Ndilimani Troupe, vote of thanks by Matengu Simushi, who is the chairperson of the Zambezi Regional Council, a few announcements there by the Director of Ceremonies, and last but not least, the AU and the National Anthem. Now, as we see on our screen there, the dignitaries coming through, and also Jonas Mbambo, who is the spokesperson of that is the presidency. We also see the Minister of Finance sitting there waiting as we all commemorate the 35th Heroes Day commemoration. Now, today's Heroes Day commemoration takes place in the Zambezi region, as I've mentioned earlier, and this is the second time it's taking place in the Zambezi region, but back then it took place in 2006 in the then Caprivi region. Before we get into today's formalities, let us revisit the historical significance of this day and also the role that this year's host region plays during Namibia's struggle for independence. Now, it was in July in 1966, following the International Court of Justice's failure to declare South African occupation of Namibia illegal, that SWAPO took the final decision to fight. Now, SWAPO had set up a base at Omogulu Rombashe near Tsandi in northwestern Ovamboland, and it was there that the Namibian War of Independence began when on the 26th of August, South African forces discovered and attacked the base. The first engagement was in itself a minor battle and easily won by South Africa, but its effects were far-reaching. The Battle of Omogulu Rombashe became a symbolic focus for SWAPO's mobilization in support of its military campaign. Now, over the years, SWAPO continued its armed campaign with guerrilla-style attacks at a low level and mainly in the Caprivi, which was relatively accessible from the movement bases further north, but difficult from the South African to defend because road communications to the south were very poor. The Zambezi region, formerly known as Caprivi, borders Angola, Zambia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. Now, this geographical location made the Zambezi region a getaway for many plane fighters moving between bases in Zambia and Angola and inside Namibia. Now, the area was crucial for infiltration routes, supply lines, and communication channel for PLAN, which is the People's Liberation Army of Namibia. A 1964 agreement between the Caprivi African National Union, KANU, and SWAPO gave SWAPO the political support within the region. Now, in May
Sensitive.
1967, Tobias
This,
Hanyeko, the People's
this,
Liberation Army of Namibia's plan first commander, was
this,
killed in a boat on
this.
the Zambezi River. Similar tragedies occurred in this part of the country, including the death of Brendan Simbwaye, who was the vice president of the SWAPO
One,
party and a
two.
founding member of KANU.
This, one,
Simbwaye was the
two.
key figure in the
This,
movement to
one,
end South
two.
African
One,
colonial
two.
rule in the then Caprivi
One,
strip.
two.
Now, his activism and leadership made him a target of the South African regime, which sought to suppress the growing resistance in the region. Now, in 1964, after the merger between KANU and SWAPO, Simbwaye was appointed vice president of SWAPO, solidifying his position in the broader nationalist movement for the Namibian War of Independence. Simbwaye's life and political career was abruptly cut short in 1972 when he
We are
disappeared
announcing
under
the arrival
unclear
of the Right
circumstances.
Honorable
Now, despite numerous reports
Dr.
and investigations, his
Chitunga
fate remains a subject
Elijah
of
Ngurale,
speculation, while
the
with
Prime
some
Minister.
alleging that he was killed by South African security forces. The names of
Dr.
Brendan
Ngurale
Simbwaye,
just arrived.
Bruno Matongo, John Yaotonankudu,
I
Moses
also would like
Malamo,
to
Richard
announce the
Kabatani,
presence
Mwilima Wamilima,
of
and Mishet
Comrade
Mulongo were some of the names that came to leave a mark in the struggle
Chofia
for
Nahango
Namibia's
Shaningwa,
liberation
the Secretary
and will
General
inspire
of
the
the
next
SWAPO Party.
generation of leaders to merge from Zambezi, such as Dr. Richard Kamwi,
I
Doris
didn't hear
Lota, and Alfeo
I didn't hear
Lawrence
the
Sapofu,
welcoming
just to
of the
mention a
Prime
few.
Minister
Now, the
and
legacy of
Meme
these
Shaningwa.
courageous individuals and the
Are they not
events that
welcome?
unfolded in the Zambezi
Yeah,
region continue
please.
to resonate today.
Yeah, something like that
And
is
their
better.
stories are woven in the very
Yeah, thank
fabric
you.
of Namibia's national consciousness, reminding us of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of freedom and self-determination. As we reflect on their enduring impact, it is fitting that we now turn to the voices from the present, people whose lives and work echo the spirits of those who fought for Namibia's liberation.
One, two. One, two. Okay? One, two. Yes. One, two. Two. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. This one, two. One, two. This one, two. Two, two, two. One, two, okay.
Well, if you're only joining us right now, we are coming to you live from the Katima Mulilo Sports Complex, where the commemoration of the Heroes' Day is taking place today, the 26th of August, the year 2025. And this is taking place under the theme built on bravery, bound for a prosperous future. Earlier on, we saw the arrival of many dignitaries making their way as we come together and gather to commemorate 35th heroes, 35 years of independence, and also our heroes.
I would like to announce the arrival of Her Excellency Comrade Lucia Bedboy, Vice President of the Republic of Namibia. Arrival of Her Excellency Vice President Comrade Lucia Bedboy. Your Excellency, you are most welcome. Let us all welcome Vice President Lucia Bedboy. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Just a minute, thank you very much. I now announce the arrival of His Excellency, our fourth President, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba. Our fourth President, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba has just arrived. Let us welcome him, our co-president. Comrade Mbumba, you are welcome.
Hello,
we are announcing a child that is here. If there is any one of you who have lost a child, I think it's a boy child. If you can't find the child, please contact us here. The child is here. It is looking for his parents. The child, and very soon the parade of the Namibian Defense Force will be marching on. But please, the child, the parents or the mother, the father of the child is here in front. Yeah, please, the child, those of you who have lost a child, who can say so in the local language? Please, Governor, the child is here, a boy child.
Sichava, kuna ni manana ya late zuba semba hai. It's a boy.
Yeah.
Kika nana kashimani. Bashemba kona batahe kwanu kwa pili. Kona kwa kuna ni manana kwanu. Mukupu wa kutaha bashemba manana batahe kwanu kwa pili. Batoshimba mwanabona. Ni tumezi.
Air Force, the Navy, and the national color. And those are the members of the Namibian Defense Force who will form part and parcel of today's parade. Leading is the parade. It's led by the Guard of Honor. That is the one that is currently leading the parade there, by the NDF military band led by a drum major, the person who's in front with a stick.
Yes.
It's a brand. It's a band. It's a drum major followed by the band master, then followed by the parade commander. This time around we have Brigadier General Nathaniel Njabi Njala, who is also the General Officer commanding 1-2 Brigade. So on your visuals, that is the Guard of Honor, the Presidential Guard of Honor, with the military band leading the parade. And then the Guard of Honor, that follows the color party. After the color party, you have now the ceremonial battalion. That's the color party. With a color party commander in front, with the 2 escorts and the carrier. The carrier is the